So, welcome to everyone. Today we shall discuss numerical methods in PD, the last unit of open elective. The standard form of a partial differential equation in second order is given by a into u double x plus b into uxy plus c into u double y plus f of x comma y comma u comma ux comma uy equal to 0, where u equal to u of x comma y is any function in two variables x and y. So this is called the second order linear partial differential equation. Now we classify the set of second order linear partial differential equations into three types depending on this discriminant. Discriminant delta is given by b square minus 4ac, b square minus 4 times of ac. If this discriminant is negative, then we call this equation as elliptic. If this discriminant equal to 0, then we call it as parabolic. And if discriminant is positive, then we call the given partial differential equation as hyperbolic. Now here we are going to discuss three types of standard partial differential equations, that are heat equation, wave equation and Laplace equation. Wave equation, first one. The standard form of wave equation is u double x equal to 1 by c square into u double t. That is the standard form of a wave equation. U double x equal to 1 by c square into u double t. So this implies that I can write as c square into u double x minus u double t equal to 0. Now comparing this with equation 1, I will get a equal to c square, b equal to 0 and c equal to minus 1. So delta will be b square minus 4ac, 0 b square minus 4ac, 4 into c square into minus 1, so plus 4c square again, so greater than 0. Now the wave equation is hyperbolic. So the wave equation is hyperbolic. Next important equation we are going to consider is heat equation. Heat equation in its standard form, that is given by u double x equal to 1 by c square into ut. Now again bringing this to standard form to equation in form 1, it will be c square into u double x minus ut equal to 0. So here a is c square, b and c both are 0. A is c square, b and c are 0. So obviously b square minus 4a into c is also 0. So delta is 0. So this equation, heat equation, is parabolic. The last one, Laplace equation. Laplace equation. The standard form of Laplace equation is u double x plus u double t equal to 0. Now comparing this with equation 1, I will get a equal to 1, c equal to 1 and b equal to 0. So delta, that is b square minus 4ac equal to 0 minus 4 into 1. So you get minus 4 less than 0. So Laplace equation is elliptic. So these are the three important equations that we have studied in our previous semesters. Now we shall discuss the solution of these equations using methods, numerical methods. Now we shall approximate the partial derivatives of a function using the ideas in numerical methods. So to solve these problems in numerical methods related to partial differential equations, we follow a specific procedure that I am going to explain now. So numerical solution of PDE. Next, this is the standard form. Numerical solution of PDE. For this, first we need to consider a rectangular, that is of the form so this is the way of constructing the rectangular table. So start with the point x comma y initially, then draw two lines perpendicular each of them, and they should cross through x comma y. Then x comma y, x plus h comma y, x plus 2h comma y. Mark these points. X comma y, this point, x plus h comma y, x plus 2h comma y, x plus 3h comma y, and so on. Similarly, this side, x minus h comma y, x minus 2h comma y, x minus 3h comma y, and so on. Now, in this direction, x comma y plus k, x comma y plus 2k, x comma y plus 3k. Then x comma y minus k, x comma y minus 2k, x comma y minus 3k. Then draw these straight lines passing through x comma y minus k, x comma y minus 2k, x comma y minus 3k, and x comma y plus k, x comma y plus 2k, and so on. Similarly, draw vertical lines passing through these points. You get a rectangular mesh as shown in this figure. Now, this point will regard as uij. The point corresponding to x comma y will regard as ui comma j, and this will be ui plus 1 comma j, ui plus 2 comma j, and so on. And obviously this will be ui minus 1 comma j, ui minus 2 comma j, and so on. And this point will be ui comma j plus 1, ui comma j plus 2, ui comma j plus 3. And similarly, the points below x comma y are this one will be ui comma j minus 1, ui comma j plus 1, ui comma j plus 2, j minus 2, it is j minus 2, and this one is j minus 3. So these are the points corresponding to x comma y. These are the points uij. Now, approximating the derivatives using these points will have, for any function u equal to u of x comma y, its first order derivative ux is given by 1 by 2h times u of I plus 1 comma j minus u of I minus 1 comma j, that is 1 plus 2h times u I plus 1 comma j minus u I minus 1 comma j. 1 by 2h times this point minus this will be first order partial derivative of the function u of x comma y. Similarly, first order partial derivative with respect to y will be 1 by 2k times u of I comma j plus 1 minus u of I comma j minus 1. U I j plus 1 minus u I j minus 1. These are the approximations of first order partial derivatives with these points. Similarly, we can write approximations for second order partial derivatives. U double x will be 1 by 2h square times, 1 by h square times u I minus 1 comma j, u I minus 1 comma j minus 2 times of u I comma j plus u I plus 1 comma j. This is the way of writing the second order approximation of u double x. Similarly, you can write u double y. Now we shall start with the important section. Here our intention is to discuss the solution of ET equation, wave equation and Laplace equation using the ideas in numerical methods. This type of rectangular mesh helps us to solve equations that are listed earlier. Now we shall start with wave equation and we will discuss the solution of wave equation. Then we can extend our argument to heat equation. Now numerical solution of wave equation. Numerical solution of wave equation. As we already seen, the standard form of wave equation is u double x equal to 1 by c square into u double t, or c square u double x equal to u double t. That is the standard form of wave equation. Here, to solve wave equations, usually we will be given with this equation with some particular value of c and the boundary conditions. This will be given in the statement, that is u of 0 comma t equal to 0, usually u of 0 comma t equal to 0 and u of L comma t equal to 0. If this is given, then you can observe that x varies between these 2 points. This will be the lower limit of x and this point will be whatever you get at this position, that will be upper limit for x. Next, initial conditions. This will also be given. Initial conditions, u of x comma 0 equal to f of x and ut of x comma 0 equal to 0. So this will be usually given in the problem statement and you will be asked to find the solution of the equation. You have to find the value of this function for different values of x and t. The method how to find the solution of this equation. How to solve wave equations using numerical methods. First of all, we have to write this data. Write the given data. If only h is given, so to construct the rectangular table or rectangular mesh, we want the value of h and also the value of k. If only h is given, then k can be computed using the formula k equal to h by c. That is the formula you have to use to compute k. Usually h will be given or h and k both will be given. If only h is given, then I have to use this formula to find the value of k. Then I have to write the points x0 plus h, x0 plus 2h and so on. Similarly, t0 plus k, t0 plus 2k and so on. So these points I have to write. These are called points of subdivision. So after writing these points, you have to write second one, write basic informative table. So how can we write basic informative table? That will be of this form. So I'll write a small table here. Here are the values of x, here are the values of t. Here I have to write x0, x1, x2 and so on, say xn. Here t0, t1, t2 and so on, tn. Usually we take this as 0, 1, 2 and so on n. 0, 1, 2 and so on n. So this table I have to construct initially. Then I have to find the corresponding values later. And so on. This point u0, 0, that is correct. Next u0, 1, u0, 2, u0, 3. Next u1, 0, u1, 1, u1, 2, u1, n. Next u2, 0, 2, 1, 2, 3, and so on u2, n. Next here, if you continue this way, here un, 0, un, 1, un, 2, and so on un, n. Number of subdivisions for x and number of subdivisions for t here I have taken as n. So this need not be equal always. This may have 5 subdivisions and this may have 4 subdivisions, or this may have 4 and this may have 6 subdivisions. n need not be equal in both the cases. Just for our references I have used n here. So first I had to collect the data, then write k using this formula, then the point of subdivisions. Next I had to write the basic informative table. This is called basic informative table. Now from the given data, since u of 0, t equal to 0 and u of l, t equal to 0, from the given data usually this will be 0. This and this column will be 0. First and last column will be 0. Usually. That is not true always. Sometimes this may have different values. So generally these two columns will be 0. And to find the value of this column, this row, to find the value of this row, we have to use the as given here, here, that is the initial condition. Then to find the entries in second row, to find entries in this row, for that you have to use, for second row, use the formula u I, j equal to 1 by 2 times of u I minus 1, j plus u I plus 1, j. If you take j equal to 1, to find entries in second row, I have to use the formula u I, 1 equal to 1 by 2 into u I minus 1, 0 plus u I plus 1, 0. For other entries or for other rows, for entries in other rows, you have to use the formula u I j plus 1 equal to u I minus 1, j plus u I plus 1, j minus u I, j minus 2. So this is the formula you have to use to determine these entries. So I'll repeat once again. Usually, if you are given u of 0, t equal to 0 and u of l, t equal to 0, then first and last column will be 0. To find entries in first row, you have to use the initial condition. For the second row, use the formula u I, 1 equal to 1 by 2 into u I minus 1, 0 plus u I plus 1, 0. For other entries or entries in other rows, you have to use the formula u I, j plus 1 equal to u I minus 1, j plus u I plus 1, j minus u I, j minus 1. Now using these entries, I have to find all other values. Then substitute all these values in this basic informative table. That will be the required solution of the given problem. So that is the way of solving a linear second order partial differential equation u double x plus u double x equal to 1 by c square into u double t, which we call as wave equation. So let us consider problem and find the solution of the given problem. So let us start with the first one. Solve the wave equation. Solve the wave equation. U double T equal to 4 into U double X, subject to the condition U of 0 comma T equal to 0, U of 4 comma T equal to 0, U T of X comma 0 equal to 0, U of X comma 0 equal to X into 4 minus X. By taking H equal to 1, K equal to 0.5 up to 4 steps. So this is the given problem. Equation is given and initial and boundary conditions are given. Step sizes are given. H and K are called step sizes. Step sizes are given. Now we need to find the solution of this equation. Solution. The first thing is I have to compare this with the standard equation. Comparing with the standard equation, which is U double X equal to 1 by C square U double T, or C square U double X equal to U double T, we get C square is 4 or C equal to 2. Here H and K are directly given, no need to worry about the formula K equal to H by C. Now, since we have U of 0 comma T equal to 0 and U of 4 comma T equal to 0, X lies between 0 and T and H equal to 1. So, we have 0 less than or equal to X less than or equal to 4 and H equal to 1. So, point of subdivisions are X not equal to 1. I had to start with 0. Yes. The point of subdivisions are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. You have to go up to x naught xn equal to x naught plus nh. So 4 steps means you have to go up to 4. So totally it will be n plus 1 terms, 5 terms. And similarly, k equal to 0.5. That is the only information we have. We don't know whether 0.5. So obviously I have to start with 0. So point of subdivisions for t. So t equal to 0. Next step size 0.5, 1, 1.5, 2. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points. So here also I got 5 points. So I have to stop at 5. Now, I have to construct the basic informative table. So here x0, 0, x1, x2, x3, x4. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. T here x. T0, T1, T2, T3, T4. 0, 0.5, 1, 1.5, 2. So it is U0, 0 and this one U0, for reference we will take only 0, 1. We don't write 0.5. It is U0, 2. u0 comma 3, u0 comma 4, and u1 comma 0, u1 comma 1, u1 comma 2, u1 comma 3, u1 comma 4, u2 comma 0, u2 comma 1, u2 comma 2, u2 comma 3, u2 comma 4, u3 comma 0, u3 comma 1, u3 comma 2, u3 comma 3, u3 comma 4, u4 comma 0, u4 comma 1, u4 comma 2, u4 comma 3, u4 comma 4. So this is the basic informative table. Since u of 0 comma t equal to 0, you can take t any value, whether it is 0 or 0.5, 1, 1.5 or 2. The value of that function is 0. So all these values are 0. And also u of 4 comma t equal to 0. Again, for any value of t, u of 4 comma t, u of 4 comma t, this is 0. So that implies first and the last column are 0. So first and last column are 0. Next, I want to find first row, this one. So this we have already computed. So this and this we have already computed. Now to find this, I had to use initial conditions. So next, u of x comma 0 equal to x into 4 minus x. So which implies, taking x equal to 1, u of 1 comma 0, that is u1 comma 0 will be 1 into 3, so you will get 3. Similarly, u1 comma 1, oh sorry, it is 0. Next, u2 comma 0, yes. u2 comma 0, taking x equal to 2, u2 comma 0, that will be 2 into 4 minus 2, 4. u of 3 comma 0, that is u3 comma 0. 3 into 4 minus 3, that is again 3. u4 comma 0, that we have already computed, that is 0. So I got u1 comma 0, this one, u2 comma 0, this one, and u3 comma 0, this one. So I'll substitute here only. Since I have less space to write the table again, I'll substitute here only. So these are 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, and these values are again 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, and this also we have computed. So it is 3, 4, 3. Now to compute second row, as I said, I have to use the formula u of I comma 1, or simply u I comma 1 equal to u I minus 1 comma 0. To compute second row, the formula u I comma 1 equal to 1 by 2 times u I minus 1 comma 0 plus u I plus 1 comma 0. So this formula helps to find the entries in second row. Now taking I equal to 1. So u1 comma 1 equal to 1 by 2 times of u0 comma 0 plus u2 comma 0. u0 comma 0, u0 comma 0 is this 0 plus u2 comma 0, 2 0, u2 comma 0 is 4. So u1 comma 1 is 2. Next, taking I equal to 2, u2 comma 1, so 1 by 2 into that is u1 comma 0 plus u3 comma 0, that is 1 by 2 into u1 comma 0, that is 3 plus u3 comma 0, 3. So 3 plus 3 by 2, that is 3. Next, taking I equal to 3, u3 comma 1 equal to 1 by 2 into u2 comma 0 plus u4 comma 0, 1 by 2 into u2 comma 0, that is 4 plus 0. So that completes second row. So I got here 2, 3, 2. Or you can directly write these entries. So this will be average of these two. This will be average of these two, and this entry will be average of these two, and this entry will be average of these two. So now to compute other entries, we have to use the formula u I plus 1 comma j equal to, sorry, u I comma j plus 1 equal to u I comma j plus 1 equal to u I minus 1 comma j plus u I plus 1 comma j minus u I comma j minus 1. So this is the formula. Fix j equal to, here I already have values corresponding to t equal to 1, so no problem. Now fix j equal to 1 and I will vary I. If I take I equal to 1 now, u2 comma u1 comma 2. So u1 comma 2 will be u0 comma 1 plus u2 comma 1 minus u1 comma 0. So u0 comma 1 0 is plus u2 comma 1 3 minus u1 comma 0 1 comma 0 is 3. So it is 0. Now I equal to 2, that is u2 equal to u1 comma 1 plus u3 comma 1 minus u2 comma 0. So it will be u1 comma 1 comma 1 2 plus u3 comma 1 2 minus u2 comma 0 0 again. Next, put I equal to 3. If I put I equal to 3, 2 equal to u2 comma 1 plus u4 comma 1 minus u3 comma 0. u2 comma 1 2 comma 1, that is 3 plus 4 comma 1 0 minus 3 comma 0 3. So 3 plus 0 minus 3. Again you get 0. So this completes third row. Next, let j equal to 2. If I take j equal to 2 and vary the values of I, you get u1 comma 3 equal to u0 comma 2 plus u2 comma 2 minus u1 comma 1. That is, you get minus 2. So similarly, if you continue the argument, u2 comma 3 will be again minus 3, u3 comma 3 will be minus 2. That completes fourth row. To write the last row, I have to set j equal to 3. So setting j equal to 3 and writing the values, will get u1 comma 4 equal to minus 3, u2 comma 4 equal to minus 4 and u3 comma 4 equal to minus 3. Now writing these values, we get now we have the table 0 0 0 here, minus 2 minus 3 minus 2 minus 3 minus 4 minus 3. So this is the required solution. See, we can directly write this table easily. By using the initial conditions, we can compute this first row, and using boundary conditions, we can compute the last and first column. Now, the second row will be average of two adjacent entries in the below row, in the previous row. So 4 plus 0 by 2, 2, 3 plus 3 by 2, 3, 4 plus 0 by 2, 2. Now, this entry is given by the previous entry, this one plus this minus this. You have to add this and this, and then subtract that value. So 0 plus 3 minus 3, 0. Next 2 plus 2 minus 4, 0. 3 plus 0 minus 3, 0. Next for this 0 plus 0 minus 2, minus 2. 0 plus 0 minus 3, minus 3. 0 plus 0 minus 2, minus 2. Next for this one 0 minus 3 minus 0, we get minus 3. Minus 2 minus 2 minus 0, we get minus 4. Minus 3 minus 0, minus 3 plus 0 minus 0, we get minus 3. So that is the way of writing the table, entries in the table. But you have to perform all these steps to get the full marks. Don't just write the table. You have to do all this. Otherwise, you may not get full marks for the given question. So next, so that is the illustration of one question from wave equation. Next, I'll go to heat equation. So next, we shall consider the problem in heat equation and hence find its solution. Hope you understand how to write the entries in the table. Try to solve other questions that they are listed in our notes. If you have any doubt, you can contact me. Next, heat equation. So solution of one-dimensional heat equation. In its standard form, it is given by u double x equal to 1 by c square into ut. As I said in the previous case, here you will be given with this equation for some particular value of c, then the boundary conditions, that is u of 0 comma t equal to 0, u of L comma t equal to 0. So obviously from this we can observe that x varies between u and L. 0 and L. Next, initial conditions. ut of, so that condition is not given here. Initial conditions, u of x comma 0 equal to f of x. Now, method. So first step, collect all the given data. If the value of k is given along with the value of h, then no problem. Otherwise, you have to identify what is c square, then compute c, then use the formula k equal to h square by 2c. That is the formula you have to use to find the value of k. Then write the point of subdivisions x0, x1 and so on xn. Similarly t0, t1 and so on t. And then write the basic informative table as we written in the previous case or in the solution of wave equation. Now to find the entries here, you have to use the formula u I comma j plus 1 equal to 1 by 2 times of u I minus 1 comma j plus u I plus 1 comma j. So this is the only formula called Bendray-Schmidt formula to find the entries of the rectangular mesh. So consider a problem here. So problem. Find the numerical solution of the parabolic equation u double x equal to 2 into ut when u of 0 comma t equal to 0 equal to u of 4 comma t and u of x comma 0 equal to x into 4 minus x and taking h equal to 1. And find values up to t equal to 5 up to. So this is the given problem. So we need to find the solution of this. Solution. So comparing this with the standard equation, comparing with u double x equal to c square ut 1 by c square ut, 1 by c square ut, we can observe that 1 by c square equal to 2 or c square equal to 1 by 2. Now substituting this in the formula, we have k equal to, as written here, h square by 2c. So substituting, we get h square. H is 1 divided by 2 into h square by 2c square, h square by 2c square, then h square by 2c square, 2 into 1 by 2. So I got k equal to 1. So I have h equal to 1 and k equal to 1, and it is given that we have to find the values up to t equal to 5. So the point of subdivisions are for the variable x 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and for t also it is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have x lying between 0 and 1. So I have to stop at 4. So point of subdivisions start from 0. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. I have to stop there because here x lies between 0 and 4. So I have to stop there. Now I have k equal to 1 and I have to find the value up to t equal to 5. So the point of subdivisions are for t 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next, we need to write the basic informative table. So the basic informative table is as shown here. Here the values of t and x. So here I should write x0, x1, x2, x3, x4. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. and the values of t are T0, T1, T2, T3, T4, T5. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, it is given that u of 0 comma t equal to 0 and also u of 4 comma t equal to 0. That implies first and last column are 0. So I'll get 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Now we need to find this row. For this, I have to use the initial condition. Initial condition, it is given that u of x comma 0 equal to x into 4 minus x. Now, x, no need to take 0 or 4, that we have already written. So between 0 and 4, u of 1 comma 0, that is 1 into 3, 3. Next, u of 2 comma 0, 2 into 2, 4. Next, u of 3 comma 0, that is 3 into 1, 3. So I got this table. Next, I want to find other entries. To find other entries, we have to use the formula. We have u I comma j plus 1 equal to 1 by 2 into u I minus 1 comma j plus u I plus 1 comma j. This is the formula we have to use to find other entries of the table. Now, taking j equal to 0, I take j equal to 0 and fix I equal to 1, I will get 1 comma 1, u1 comma 1 equal to 1 by 2 into u 0 comma 0 plus u2 comma 0. That is 1 by 2 into, what is u0 comma 0? u0 comma 0 is 0. This one 0 plus u2 comma 0, 4. You get 2. Next, taking I equal to 2, u2 comma 1 equal to 1 by 2 into u1 comma 0 plus u3 comma 0. u1 comma 0 is 3, u3 comma 0 is 3. So 3 plus 3 by 2, you get 3 again. Next, take I equal to 3. u3 comma 1 equal to 1 by 2 into u2 comma 0 plus u4 comma 0. That is 4 plus 0 by 2. That is 2. So I got 2, 3, 2. Next, to find next row. So that completes the second row. So this completes second row. For third row, put j equal to 1. I equal to, start from 1 again. Then u 1 comma 2 equal to 1 by 2 into u 0 comma 1 plus u 2 comma 1. 1 by 2 into u 0 comma 1. 0 plus 3 by 2, that is 1.5. Next, I equal to 2. U 2 comma 2 equal to 1 by 2 into U 1 comma 1 plus U 3 comma 1. U 1 comma 1, that is 2 plus U 3 comma 1, 2. So 2 plus 2 by 2. So that is 2 again. Next, taking I equal to 3. This is U I comma j plus 1. That formula I needed. So U taking I equal to 3, I will get U 3 comma 2 equal to 1 by 2 into U 2 comma 1 plus U 4 comma 1. U 2 comma 1 is U 2 comma 1, that is 3 plus 0 by 2. So 1.5 again get. So I got this third row 1.5 to 1.5. Next, I will retain that formula. So taking j equal to 2, I equal to 1, j equal to 2. So u 1 comma 3 equal to 1 by 2 into u 0 comma 3 plus u 2 comma 3. Yes. u 0 comma 2 plus u 2 comma 2. So taking j equal to 2 and I equal to 1, I have u 1 comma 3 equal to 1 by 2 times u 0 comma 2 plus u 2 comma 2. Now 1 by 2 into u 0 comma 2, u 0 comma 2, that is 0 plus u 2 comma 2, 2, that is 2. So I get 1. Next, I equal to 2, u 2 comma 3 equal to 1 by 2 into u 1 comma 2 plus u 3 comma 2, that is 1 by 2 times u 1 comma 2, u 1 comma 2, 1 comma 2, 1.5 plus u 3 comma 2, u 3 comma 2, 1.5. So again you will get 1.5. Next, taking I equal to 3, I will get u 3 comma 3 equal to 1 by 2 times of u 2 comma 2 plus u 4 comma 2. So 1 by 2 times of u 2 comma 2, u 2 comma 2, that is 2 plus 4 comma 2, 0 by 2. So 1. So these entries I got 1, 1.5, 1. If I continue in this way, next taking j equal to 3, it's all. Other entries will be, you can observe from this only, this will be average of these two, and this one will be average of these two, this will be average of these two, and this number will be average of these two, and average of these two. So next we get 0.75. Next 1 by 2, that is 0.5. Average of 1 and 1, we get 1 again. 1.5 0, 0.75. So next 0.5, 0.75, 0.5. So that is the required table. So that is the solution of the given problem. So these are the procedures to find the solution of wave equation and heat equation. There is one more method, that is Laplace equation, that we can discuss in the next video. So this video I hope helps to find the solution of heat equation and wave equation. So this actually completes almost half of a unit. So there is only one equation we have to discuss, that is Laplace equation, that we shall discuss in the next equation. With that we shall complete this unit, then we can go for unit